Subscribe first so you don't miss stories like this. What happened that night completely shattered my perception of my fiancé, and it all started with a seemingly innocent comment. "You're too nice for my friends." My name is Alex and I've been with Olivia for just under 3 years. On the surface we seemed perfect for each other. Funny, supportive, and deeply in love. I thought I knew her, trusted her, and understood the dynamics of her life. But love has a way of masking the subtle cracks. The little red flags that scream for attention if you're willing to see them. It was a Friday evening, and Olivia had invited me to a small gathering at her friend's house. "Just a casual night," she said, with that warm smile that always put me at ease. But as soon as we arrived, something felt off. Her friends, the group she had always spoken so highly of, seemed different when I walked in. Their smiles didn't reach their eyes, and there were subtle glances, almost imperceptible, exchanged among them. A few minutes in, Olivia leaned close and whispered, "Alex, you're too nice for them." I laughed it off, thinking it was just her way of teasing me. But the remark stuck. What did she mean? Was it about how I didn't joke around like them, or how I didn't partake in their slightly cruel teasing? I didn't have time to think because she immediately dropped the next bombshell. She turned to me, her eyes sparkling, but there was a seriousness there I hadn't seen before. "I need to tell you something," she said softly. My stomach tightened. I had no idea what was coming. "I've been keeping something from you," she continued. My mind raced. What could it be? A surprise? A mistake? Something harmless? The way her fingers fidgeted with her necklace made me realize it was far from harmless. Olivia took a deep breath. "Some of my friends, they don't like you. They don't think you're good enough for me." Her words hit me like a punch to the chest. I tried to keep calm, to play it cool, but inside I was already calculating every possible meaning behind what she had just said. It wasn't just that they didn't like me. It was the undertone, the implication that I wasn't welcome in her world, that my place beside her wasn't guaranteed. I forced a smile, nodded, and tried to make small talk, but my mind was spinning. And then she dropped the real bombshell. The one that would change everything between us and leave me questioning everything I thought I knew about our relationship. Olivia took a step back, her smile fading, and looked me straight in the eyes. "Alex, there's something you need to know about that night last week," she said, her voice quieter now, almost hesitant. My heart skipped a beat. I had a sinking feeling in my stomach that whatever she was about to say wasn't trivial. I leaned in slightly, trying to mask the anxiety that was bubbling inside me. "What is it?" I asked, keeping my tone calm, steady, though every nerve in my body screamed that this moment would change everything. She hesitated again, biting her lower lip as if trying to gather courage. "When I went out with my friends last Thursday, I didn't exactly tell you the whole truth about where I was or who I was with," she admitted. My chest tightened and 1,000 scenarios flashed through my mind. Innocent or not, something had clearly happened. I forced myself to stay composed. "Olivia, what do you mean?" My voice was steady, but inside my pulse was racing. I wasn't about to let panic take control. I needed clarity, and I needed to see her reaction, the truth behind her words. She took a deep breath. "Some of my friends, they didn't approve of me being with someone like you," she said slowly. "And they were right there when I made a choice I'm not proud of." Her eyes darted away, avoiding mine, but I caught the subtle shift in her expression, the guilt, the hesitation. I sat back slightly, my mind racing. Every instinct screamed that she was hiding something far bigger than mere social judgment. And then it clicked, the casual way she had said, "You're too nice for them." The nervous energy, the tiny inconsistencies over the past week. She hadn't just been teasing or venting. She had been shielding a secret, one I was now desperate to uncover. The rest of the evening became a tense, silent struggle. She tried to act normal, laughing lightly with her friends, but I couldn't. My eyes tracked every subtle movement, every shared glance, every small gesture that hinted at what I already suspected. My trust, once solid, was now fragile, hanging by the thinnest of threads. And I knew soon I would uncover the full truth. The real bombshell wasn't just coming from her. It was coming from the layers of betrayal she had been hiding. The reality that everything I believed about our relationship could be a lie. The next day, I decided it was time to confront Olivia. I couldn't let the uncertainty linger, and I needed the truth. Everything, no excuses, no evasions. I asked her to meet me at the small park where we had our first real date. a place full of memories and quiet, where I could speak calmly but firmly. She arrived, radiant as always, smiling, expecting warmth and affection. Instead, I remained seated, arms crossed, expression calm but intense. "Olivia, I need you to be honest with me," I said quietly. Her smile faltered slightly, but she nodded. I could see the hesitation in her eyes, the guilt, the fear of revealing the truth. I recounted everything I had observed, from the night she said I was too nice for her friends, to the strange energy, the small lies, and the hesitations I noticed. I spoke calmly, step by step, letting the weight of her own actions sink in. "I trusted you," I said. "I believed in us. And yet there are layers here that you've tried to hide, layers that could have destroyed me if I didn't see them." She tried to speak, but I held up a hand, letting silence do its work. The truth doesn't need loud words. It reveals itself through actions, through the hesitation and the guilt that can't be faked. Her face paled, her hands trembled slightly. She finally whispered, "Alex, I didn't mean for it to happen like this." But the sincerity in her voice was drowned out by the weight of the betrayal. I placed my engagement ring on the bench between us, my heart heavy but resolute. "You made your choice," I said firmly. "And I've made mine." I stood, taking a step back, feeling the release of years of trust, love, and belief that had been undermined in moments of poor judgment and secrecy. She didn't try to stop me. She didn't call after I left. The truth had spoken for itself. As I walked away, I realized something vital. Betrayal doesn't just hurt, it clarifies. It shows who we are, how we respond to deception, and what we value most. That evening, that bombshell could have broken me. Instead, it revealed my own strength, my clarity, and my unwillingness to let lies define my life. I had lost someone I loved, but I had gained something far more important: my own peace and the knowledge that I would never compromise my self-respect again.